That's Wabu. That's Wabu. Beautiful people. Top of the day. Top of the day. It is another lovely day. I'm sitting on the opposite side of the table because my daughter decided she wants to sit in the chair this morning. She didn't want to give it up. So I'm like, okay, you sit right there. I'll sit on the other side. TT, that's Wabu. That's Wabu. All right, y'all. We are at another Monday. It is Monday, January 27, 2020, day 56. All right, y'all. Today we are reading Deuteronomy 13, 14, and 15. That's Wabu. Deuteronomy chapter 13 has become one of my favorite chapters because Deuteronomy chapter 13 is an instruction unto people for it's a little bit of guidance to help you not get carried away with people who may be telling you dreams and get you scared. Not that dreamers are lying to you, but there are some people who will tell you dreams who are lying to you that's trying to take advantage of you or get something from you. So he gives a little instruction right here. So let's just get to it, shall we? Deuteronomy chapter 13. Now listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. Deuteronomy chapter 13. If there arise among you a prophet too, anybody who give themselves a title, listen to this, listen. For some reason, we tend to skip this all together. I ain't never read or heard this chapter in church, but it's been with us the whole time we had a Bible. You okay? Okay? All right, sip some of your juice if you need to. Okay, listen, Deuteronomy chapter 13. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and give thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, Let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams, for Yahuwah your God proveth you to know whether ye love Yahuwah your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Ye shall walk after Yahuwah your God and fear him, and keep his commandments and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him and cleave unto him. So now we've known of shenanigans all over this earth where you have prophets or whatever they want to, whatever title they want to put on themselves, where they tell you stuff and it actually happens. And we've been taught, at least directly or indirectly, was like, man, if this come true, you must be a true prophet. Not necessarily, because I see magic done in the name of the Most High or in the name of Jesus. And it's really easy to tell. Well, it's not easy to tell between somebody who is untrained, somebody who does not understand how Yahuwah operates, and who doesn't have a spirit of discernment. You ain't got to be all churchified to be able to discern foolishness. You really don't, because there is actually and I hate it's a terrible thing to say this, but there are a lot of people who are in the pulpit who go to they go to witches, they do stuff, they cast spells, they seriously. And when I found this out, and there was somebody who came out who's a known witch or whatever you want to say, anyway, they pulled power from the dark side, and they started naming names off of preachers and pastors who come to them for power. I'm like, I knew someone right about them. But it's real easy to say. You can tell when something is off. You know, some people are so starved and hungry to see something great, acts and stuff, that when they see the slightest thing, oh, bless the Lord, oh, Jesus is real. I'm like, nigga, did you just see what I just saw? No, let's go. Pack up your stuff. We out of here. They're on some other stuff. Like, seriously. And it goes on in small churches, middle-sized churches, mega churches. You see the crap on TV. I'm like, I mean, it's easy to spot. But a lot of people, they're blinded and they can't really see what's going on in front of their face. And it's a disgusting thing. Let me just read this again. I'm going to finish reading. Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 13. Here's a good... Don't let things that come to pass in front of your face. Look for fruit, lasting fruit on things to see if there's truly been a change or if a miracle truly has occurred, right? If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and give thee a sign or a wonder, and a sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake of thee, saying, Let us go after other gods which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. And thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet, or that dreamer of dreams, or for Yahuwah your God proveth you to know whether you love Yahuwah your God with all your heart and with all your soul. You shall walk after Yahuwah your God, and fear him, and keep his commandments, and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him, and cleave unto him. And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death. He has spoken to turn you away from Yahuwah your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, to thrust thee out of the way which Yahuwah thy God commanded thee to walk in. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or the son of thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as thine own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, Let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers, namely the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far off from thee, from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. Thou shalt not consent unto them, nor hearken unto them, neither shall thine eye pity him, neither shall thou spare, neither shall thou conceal him, but thou shalt surely kill him. Thine hand shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hand of all the people. And thou shalt stone him with stones, that he die, because he sought to thrust thee away from Yahuwah thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. And all Israel shall hear and fear, and do no more any such wickedness as this is among you. If thou shalt hear, say, in one of thy cities, which Yahuwah thy God hath given thee to dwell there, saying, Certain men, the children of Belial, are going out from among you, and have withdrawn the inhabitants of their cities, and let us go and serve other gods which ye have not known. Meaning, he said, other gods which ye have not known. He said, anybody other than him. Yes. Are you done eating the strawberries? Okay, that's fine. We will go back upstairs in a second. I'm almost done. Okay? And she's looking at me side out. So he said, anybody coming performing magic tricks, gods that your forefathers, your ancestors have not known, i.e. me, the only one I've dealt with you intimately, he said, don't go after them. He said, they're leading you down the wrong path. Do not follow them. Matter of fact, you need to purge them from your midst so they don't cause the whole of the people to go astray. Yes. Oh, go ahead and grab it. Then thou, let's see. I'll read 13 again. Certain men, the children of Belial, are going out from among you, and have withdrawn the inhabitants of their city, saying, Let us go and serve other gods which ye have not known. Then shalt thou inquire, and make search, and ask diligently, and behold, if it be true, and the thing certain, that such abomination is wrought among you. Okay. Here. Go right there. You want to take it? You want to sit it up there? Where you going with it? You want to take it upstairs? No? You want to put it on the table? No, you can't. Put it right here. I'm almost done, then I'll sit over here with you. Sit right here. Thou shalt surely smite the inhabitants of that city with the edge of the sword, destroying it utterly, and all that is therein, the cattle thereof, with the edge of the sword. And thou shalt gather all the spoil of it into the midst of the street thereof, and thou shalt burn it with fire in the city, and all the spoil thereof every whit for Yahuwah thy God, and it shall be a heap forever, it shall not be built again. And there shall cleave naught of the cursed thing to thine hand, that Yahuwah may turn from fierceness of his anger, and show thee mercy, and have compassion upon thee, and multiply thee, as he hath sworn unto thy fathers. And when thou shalt hearken to the voice of Yahuwah thy God, to keep all his commandments which I command thee this day, to do that which is right in the eyes of Yahuwah. All right, y'all. Deuteronomy chapter 14. Ye are the children of Yahuwah your God. Ye shall not cut yourself, nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead. for thou art a holy people unto Yahuwah thy God, and Yahuwah have chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. These are the beasts which ye shall eat: the ox, the sheep, and the goat, the hart, and the roebuck, and the fallow deer, and the wild goat, and the pygarg, and the wild ox, and the camois, and every beast that pareth the hoof, and cleaveth the cleft into two claws, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, ye shall eat. Nevertheless, ye shall not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the cloven hoof, as the camel, and the hare, and the coney, for they chew the cud, but divided not the hoof, therefore they are unclean unto you. And swine, because it divided the hoof, yet it cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass. Yes.
Yeah, I got my wrap, my tiger.
Okay, hold on 1 second, baby. These ye shall eat of all that are in the waters. All that have fins and scales shall ye eat. And whatsoever hath not fins and scales ye may not eat, it is unclean unto you. Of all clean birds ye shall eat, but these are they of which ye shall not eat: the eagle, the ossifrage, and the osprey, and the glede, and the kite, and the vulture after his kind, and every raven after his kind, and the owl, and the nighthawk, and the cuckoo, and the hawk after his kind, the little owl, and the great owl, and the swan, and the pelican, and the gear eagle, and the cormorant, and the stork, and the heron after her kind, and the lapwing, and the bat. That's how they got that darn, the woman eating a bat, passing the darn virus along. It comes from animals to people, eating a bat. Like, she wasn't following these anyway, so, hey, what do you call it? Natural selection. And every creeping thing that flieth is unclean unto you. They shall not be eaten. But of all clean fowls you may eat. You shall not eat of anything that dieth of itself. And thou shalt give it unto the stranger that is in thy gates, that he may eat it, or thou mayest sell it unto the alien. For thou art a holy people unto Yahuwah thy God. Thou shalt not see the kid in his mother's milk. Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed that the field bringeth forth year by year. And thou shalt eat before Yahuwah thy God in the place which he shall choose to place his name there. The tithe of thy corn, of thy wine, and of thine oil, and the firstlings of thy herds and of thy flocks, that thou mayest learn to fear Yahuwah thy God always. And if the way be too long for thee, so that thou art not able to carry it, or if the place be too far from thee, which Yahuwah thy God shall choose to set his name there, when Yahuwah thy God bless thee, then shalt thou turn it into money, and bind up the money in thine hand, and thou shalt go into the place which Yahuwah thy God shall choose. And thou shalt bestow the money for whatsoever thy soul lusteth after, for oxen, for sheep, or for swine, or for strong drink, and for whatsoever thy soul desireth. And thou shalt eat thereof before Yahuwah thy God. And thou shalt rejoice, thou and thy household. And the Levite that is within thy gates, thou shalt not forsake him, for he hath no part, no inheritance with thee. At the end of 3 years thou shalt bring forth all thine tithe of thine increase the same year, and thou shalt lay it within thy gates. And the Levite, because he has no part nor inheritance with thee, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow, which are within thy gates, shall come and shall eat and be satisfied, that Yahuwah thy God may bless thee in all the work of thine hand, which thou doest. Last chapter for today, Deuteronomy chapter 15. At the end of every 7 years, thou shalt make a release. And this is the manner of the release. Every creditor that lendeth aught unto his neighbor shall release it. He shall not exact it of his neighbor or of his brother, because it is called Yahuwah's release. Of a foreigner thou mayest exact it again, but that which is thine with thy brother, thine hand shall release. Say when there shall be no more. Hold on, baby. Let's see. Say when there shall be no poor among you, for Yahuwah shall greatly bless thee in the land, which Yahuwah thy God shall give thee for an inheritance to possess it. Only if thou carefully hearken unto the voice of Yahuwah thy God, to observe to do all these commandments, which I command thee this day, For Yahuwah thy God blesseth thee as he promises thee, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, but thou shalt not borrow, and thou shalt reign over many nations, but they shall not reign over thee. If there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren within any of thy gates in thy land, which Yahuwah thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not harden thy heart, nor shut thine hand from thy poor brother. But thou shalt open thine hand wide unto him, and shalt surely lend him sufficient for his need, in which he wanted. Beware that there be not a thought in thy wicked heart, saying, the 7th year, the year of release, is at thine hand, and thy eye be evil against thy brother, against thy poor brother, and thou givest him naught, and he cry unto Yahuwah against thee, and it be saying unto thee, thou shalt surely give him, and thine heart shall not be grieved when thou givest unto him, because that for this thing Yahuwah thy God shall bless thee in all thy works, and in all that thou puttest thy hand unto. For the poor shall never cease out of the land. Therefore I command thee, saying, thou shalt open thy hand wide unto thy brother, to the poor, and to the needy in thy land. And if thy brother, a Hebrew man or a Hebrew woman, be sold unto thee, and serve thee 6 years, then the 7th year thou shalt let them go free from thee. And without sending them out from thee, thou shalt not send them away empty. Thou shalt furnish him liberally out of thy flock, and out of thy floor, and out of thy winepress, of that wherewith Yahuwah thy God hath blessed thee, out of the land shalt thou give unto him. And thou shalt remember that thou was a bondman in the land of Egypt, and Yahuwah thy God redeemed thee. Therefore I command thee this thing this day, and it shall be, if he say unto thee, I will not go away from thee, because he loved thee and thine house, because he is well with thee, then thou shalt take an awl, and thrust it through his ear unto the door, and he shall be thy servant forever. And also unto thy maidservant thou shalt do likewise. It shall not seem hard unto thee when thou sendest him away free from thee, for he has been worth a double hired servant to thee. And in serving thee 6 years, and Yahuwah thy God shall bless thee in all that thou doest. All the firstling males that come of thy herd and of thy flock thou shalt sanctify unto Yahuwah thy God. Thou shalt do no work with the firstling of thy bullock, nor shear the firstling of thy sheep. Thou shalt eat it before Yahuwah thy God year by year, in the place which Yahuwah shall choose, thou and thy household. And if there be any blemish therein, as if it be lame or blind, or have any ill blemish, thou shalt not sacrifice it unto Yahuwah. Thou shalt eat it within thy gates. The unclean and the clean person. Oh, they put person right here. The unclean and the clean person shall eat it alike, and the roebuck as the hart. Only thou shalt not eat the blood thereof. Thou shalt pour it upon the ground as water. And that caught my attention. I didn't pay attention to that, but because I brought it out yesterday, remember say, ye may eat it, the unclean and the clean alike. And if you're not paying attention, you would think Yahuwah is being double-tongued, saying, well, you can eat the unclean and the clean. Now, he was talking about, he was referring to the people. He said, whatever you're eating within your gates, the unclean people, who was ever unclean at that time, he was saying the unclean people and the clean people may eat of this. Not the people may eat of clean and unclean animals. No, he was talking about the people. And right here, they put it in here. And you know what? They put it in italics.
No, this is not candy.
Why did they leave that out in other places? I know, but we're going to leave it at that. So you all, I hope you enjoyed the reading for today. It is Monday. This about to fall. Second day of the week here. It is January the 27th, 2020, day 56, y'all. All right. And we read Deuteronomy 13, 14, and 15. So let's go ahead and do this blessing so we can get about our day. May Yahuwah bless us and keep us. May Yahuwah make his face to shine upon us and be gracious unto us. May Yahuwah lift up his countenance upon us, and may he give us his peace. All right, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the morning. Peace.